Coach Terrell Coburn after 54-41 loss to FDU. Your initial thoughts, please.
I thought the first half we played terrific basketball. We really showed what we're capable of offensively and defensively. And then the third quarter, that's just kind of been our Achilles heel the last 5 or 6 games. FDU is a championship team. They came out and they punched and really got after it. And we just played undisciplined basketball in that third quarter. And it's unfortunate because I was really proud of how we played in that first half. But again, just like I told the group at the end of the game, we have a lot we could build off on. And we got to continue to stay positive. We still got a lot of games left to put ourselves in a position to be successful. And that's our focus, just taking it one game at a time. And, again, being disciplined on the fundamentals offensively and defensively. But, again, we had some great effort from some of our kids. But, again, tip your hat to FDU. They really came out in that third quarter and showed why they're undefeated in conference play. So, again, with where we're at, I like what I saw in that first half, and we got to build off of it.
Coach, FDU averaged 66 points a game. Today you held them to 54. Can you talk on the defense and specifically Howell who had 5 blocks?
Yeah, Howell was terrific. She did a great job of guarding Tanaja the best way she could. And if you want to be honest, I go back to the film, but I don't think Tanaja really scored that much on Howell. The only time really she scored was when she got dump-offs in that third quarter because we didn't do our job guarding the ball or our rotations on the weak side. But it's really something that I was proud of. I thought KJ gave great effort against Ava. She was 3 for 14. And, again, like those things are important. We really neutralized the guards as far as their scoring. But the downhill drives, we got to continue to improve defensively with our rotations. But I'm really happy with Hawa and how she performed with the 6 rebounds and the 5 block shots. We got to build off of that. And, again, that third quarter, we turned it over, so we don't really get an opportunity to run any half-court offense. We were 3 for 7. So we just got to continue to stay positive and work through these kinks and go from there.
I know you had called that first time out in the third quarter, probably about a minute in from what I remember.
Yeah.
What were you telling your team to try and kind of take a moment to just regroup and with that Fairleigh Dickinson Price?
Yeah, just getting them in the press break and then reminding them of what we want to accomplish with our game plan. And then, again, just getting them to settle down. I wanted them to settle down. We were rattled a little bit because they came out with a lot of intensity. And I just wanted to get them to settle down and just calm down, make the right play, make the right decision. And again, like I really, really, really want the girls to understand that this experience will help them in the long run. So I just was trying to just help them out as best way I could. Cause obviously, I can't be out there and play with them. So, we just didn't respond the right way even after that timeout. So, again, you got to learn from it and you got to keep pushing.
How do you assess the shot selection from your team as the defense continue to change from them?
Yeah, so that third quarter, we really wanted to stay away from the ball screen defense to try to get downhill, put pressure on them. So, again, they did a good job. I'm referring to FDU with the doubling when we had post touches. And, again, our posters got to be strong with the ball. We got to make good decisions when we do catch it. We prepare them for it. But, again, when you're out there in the trenches, sometimes your mind goes all over the place. And again, we just got to make good decisions. But, we were 0 for 1 from the 3. We didn't take any threes in the second half. So we got paint touches and we missed a lot of layups. And it's really, really been the theme this season. And again, I really want to help the girls to understand that you got to play on 2 feet. You have to. And, again, a lot of layups we missed. We jumped off 1 foot. And that comes down to just mental toughness, being able to be locked in. And then, again, you got to be able to put the ball in the basket and not worry about the contact. You just got to put the ball in the basket. But we're going to keep working with them. We're going to continue to help them. And then I know in these games coming up, we'll make these shots.
What level of focus did you see from your team out of the gates against a team that was 8-0 to start in the NEC this season?
That's a great question. The first half, our focus was tremendous. It was probably the best mentality that we had as far as our focus and attention to detail all season. And they were confident. And when you execute the game plan, you start to believe. And I really thought our team believed in that first half that we could beat them. And that's all I wanted from our group is to believe because we can. And I'm a defensive-minded coach. So, again, when the team locks in on that side of the ball, I don't care who it is. We're going to be right there in the game. So, again, we just got to clean up our offense. And I thought, even that fourth quarter, we executed the actions. We just didn't make shots. And that's what it comes down to. You got to put the ball in the basket. My philosophy in telling the group is when you get stops, you have more opportunities to score the ball. So that's where our mindset should be is getting stops and then going to score. And then you got to outscore, right, in order to win. So you outscore by making them, but you got to stop them too, right? So, again, we just got to continue to focus on that. We'll be fine.
Switch over to Ray.
Yeah, they were getting a lot of second and third opportunities early in the game.
Yep.
Coming up short though, but still those shots, the second and third shot didn't allow you to really get your offense.
Yeah. Again, that's a good comment on that. Again, that third quarter we had some missed box outs and we turned it over. We had 4 turnovers in the first half. That's why we were winning the game. And then again, you look at the second chance opportunities they got. I thought in that first half we did some different things defensively, so we weren't in position to box out, but we got to box out, right? And so in the second half, you got 15 turnovers, and that's the game pretty much. So we got to continue to make good decisions moving forward.
Battle of 2 of the best freshmen in the conference,
Yep.
Reniger and KJ, and defending each other and everything. What do you think of that? Those two playing against each other?
Yeah, it's great. KJ loves the competition. She loves the opportunity to go against the best players in the other team. She's always preparing herself, watching film, watching tendencies, and I thought she did a great job today on Ava. Ava's an awesome player. She's a terrific player. And, again, it just shows the future of this conference with these terrific freshmen. And KJ is awesome. She puts in a lot of work. Ava puts in a lot of work. You can see with her game. And, again, that's what basketball is about, competitive competition. And so, we look forward to these matchups again.
How difficult is it to go against Anicia Brown? She had 3 consecutive shots from inside the top of the key, and then it seemed like she got some down in the middle of the paint. She was controlling the glass. What did you kind of see from that perspective?
Yeah, so that first quarter, again, we had a game plan to kind of just playing off her because she's terrific when she puts the ball on the floor. She hit a couple shots, then we made the adjustment, and then, again, you got to have that mental capacity to stay within the adjustment that's made. And so, she's a terrific player. Since she's been at FDU when she was at Mary Mac, terrific player. And all you can do is tip your hat off to her, and then you got to be able to, go in with that competition and come back and compete with her, compete against her. So moving forward, we just got to continue to build off of how we defended that first half and defend like that against the other opponents.
9 games into conference play now. You have 5 days to regroup before hosting Lemoyne, a very familiar opponent from a few weeks ago, a week ago. How do you kind of keep your team focused, and what have you learned about your team at this point? Yeah,
again, the way we played in that first half and just after the triple overtime loss, I'm just really proud of how we were resilient in those moments. And again, it starts with me and, the energy that I exhibit to make sure that they understand that, like, hey, we're going to keep fighting to the end. And I thought they did that, and we're just going to continue to do that moving forward. And that's what I told them at the end of the game is that we got to take the positive from this, and then we got to, again, execute the fundamentals, boxing out, taking care of the ball, run the press break correctly, all those different things. We never put these kids in a position to be unsuccessful. We always put them in a position to be successful. They just got to follow through and follow the game plan.
You got to think, Patrick.
Just a high turnover game. You forced 16 turnovers, but also committed 19 on the positive side. What did you see to really get in the lane and kind of cause those turnovers? Yeah,
again, that's a good question. For us, when we score the ball, we're able to get our defense set. When we get rebounds, we're able to get our defense set again. And so what ends up happening in that third quarter, we just got rattled and we didn't handle the pressure and the intensity that FDU presented. So again, we just got to build off of that. And the more we take care of the ball, the more opportunities that we have to execute offensively and get a good shot selection, and put them in a position where we're pressing them again if we score.
And just to follow up, and I saw in the second half their kind of defense when the ball went to the post, that quick double team on the backside. What is an adjustment that could be made in the following games? Yeah, again, we just got to be able to talk to each other and communicate, call the double out. And then the way our offense is set up, you got people on the strong side, so just kick the ball back out. And again, we'll clean that stuff up. We work on it all the time, but we'll continue to work on it until they execute it.
How much?
Yeah, we talked a little bit already about KJ's defense, but she had 3 steals today. Can you sort of speak about her defense and how her energy can spark the team to match that intensity, and then how you plan to use that for future games? Yeah, no, absolutely. Again, she's just terrific. She prepares. She watches the opponents and their tendencies, and that's something that's rare from a freshman. She does it on a daily basis. She does it in practice. She prepares her body. She does her treatment. She even does extra conditioning. The kid is phenomenal. I love that she's here. She's a part of our program. And we want to build off of that. And, again, when she plays like that, everybody brings it, and it puts us in a position to be successful. And that's what leadership is about. And she has that even as a freshman. So, again, we just got to continue to prepare and continue to mold her into the great player that she's going to become for us.
Coach, we'll wrap up with this question. We got a week break until we play Stonehill. What are some key takeaways during practice this week?
Yeah, again, we just got to be locked in onto how our defense is going to be set up, and then, again, our execution, taking care of the ball, make sure we're executing what we need to. Now, Stonehill, Lemoyne, they don't press a lot, but, again, we got to be in a position to make sure that we're executing on the offensive end and we're putting ourselves in a position to get high percentage shots. We're going to continue to work on that and break down the offense and continue to, have attention to detail to the defense.
Sounds good. Thank you, Coach.